on my way to work, I do a mantra. I have some mala beads that I've made. It's 108 beads in a strand, and I have a mantra of what I want to accomplish either that day or in general in life. And I say it 108 times of whatever my mantra is on the way to work and on my way back home from work. And if I'm meditating at that point, I'll do it during meditation too. So. False alarm. False start.
Okay, now we're rolling.
Okay. All right, this is the Ask the BCE Show, episode 37. I'm your host, Kurt Belding, and I am the blue collar entrepreneur. This show I want to talk about real quick, and then we'll get into questions, is I've been super sick this last week and a half, and it's completely knocked me out of my routines. I usually get up about 5 a.m. and I work till sometimes 9 o'clock at night, so I usually get 12 to 15 hours in of work, a lot of productivity. Man, I had a high fever for like a week and a half, and I just didn't get anything done, man. It just kicked my butt and knocked me out of my routine. So, when that stuff happens to you guys, how do you get back into the routines? And it doesn't even have to be about work. It could be about fitness. That's the other big part. Things that I do is fitness. When you fall off your eating routine and you start eating ice cream for dessert each meal, or having that glass of wine at night, or just not eating as healthy as you normally do, how do you fall off, or how do you get back from falling off that wagon after that routine? And it's hard. It's really hard for me this week for me to get back into that routine. The only way to do it is just how you got in that routine in the first place. You just have to force yourself to do it. It takes about 2 weeks of getting back in that routine, and once that's there, stay in the routine. Try not to drop off or get out of that routine. Stay in it, and you guys should be fine. But yeah, I'm struggling to get back in that routine, getting up at 5 a.m. My body's kind of run down still. It's hard to get in those 12 to 15 hours a day, but I got to force myself to get back in that routine. Cool. Questions? Ask the BCE Show. Let's ask.
Question number one, how do you handle negative changes in your companies?
How do you handle negative changes in your companies? I think, I hate change. That's the one thing I really struggle with is change. That's probably the biggest struggle. Like anything else can happen, but I just hate change, especially what I'm perceiving to be negative change. But I think the first thing you have to do is understand that things are always changing. Nothing's ever staying the same, no matter what. Moment to moment, things are always changing. So expect change, and expect things to go not the way that you plan them to go, or not the way that you would hope them to go. That's the negative, quick change, right? So just plan ahead for it and just know it's going to happen. And then the second part of that is it actually a negative change, or are you just being negative about it? Look at the change, look at the situation, and if maybe it is something negative, try to flip a positive spin on it. There's a silver lining to everything. Everything happens for a reason, so find that reason of why that's happening and make the best out of it. So how I handle negative changes is, first off, you have to understand that change always happens. It's inevitable. It's always going to happen. And if it's negative, is it truly negative? Look at it. Can it be positive? Can you spin it in a positive or make it a positive? It's all about how your mindset is. It's about how you perceive things. I know it's corny to say, like the half glass, the glass half empty, the glass full perception, but it's 100% true. It's how you perceive the world, how you perceive life is the world, is life. That's the truth. So change that perception on, is it negative or not? Cool.
What are your morning and night routines?
Morning and night routine. So I'm a big believer in you'll actually win your morning routine or win the next day by winning the night routine. So I do a lot of preparation at night on setting my day up for a good day for the next day. So at night, I like to I write lists, I write it down on paper, gets it out of my head, and so I'm not worrying about it, and I get it on paper, and it relieves stress for me. So my nighttime routine, that's a big part of it. I'll plan my next day, I'll make a list, I'll get everything that I'm thinking about out of my mind onto paper. That way I can sleep easy at night, I can actually fall asleep. I don't have the anxiety of trying to remember everything that I have to do the next day. So I win the night. In the morning, I get up super early. I get up at 5 a.m. in the morning, and I start my day as fast as possible. On my way to work, because I have a long drive, I live out in the country a little bit, but on my way to work, I do a mantra. I have some mala beads that I've made. It's 108 beads in a strand, and I have a mantra of what I want to accomplish either that day or in general in life. And I say it 108 times of whatever my mantra is on the way to work and on my way back home from work. And if I'm meditating at that point, I'll do it during meditation too. So those are my big routines. I like to get into work early when no one's around. I get a lot done. Fires haven't started yet. Problems haven't come up yet. I've got a good 3 or 4 hours before anybody else gets into work, and then I have to start dealing with the fires and the problems. So that's pretty much my night and morning routine. Cool.
Do you feel like it's your responsibility to keep your team happy? What techniques do you use to boost your personal morale?
Is it my responsibility to keep my team happy? For the most part, I think that me being the leader and the head of my company, culture falls from me. So I think that I have a lot of control on keeping my team happy and keeping a good atmosphere for my team. But ultimately, you have to understand that you're not in full control. So a lot of things that happen in their personal lives gets brought to work, and that's something that you can't control. You can help, you can listen, as much as you professionally should, and help them and give them advice or whatever it is. But personal life comes to work, and you can't stop that. So you do what you can do to keep your team happy, as far as providing a good work environment, providing things that make someone happy. Tell your team how much you appreciate them with the negative criticism. So do what you can to make your team happy, but ultimately you can't control their happiness. What was the other part of that question?
What techniques do you use to boost personal morale?
Personal morale, I like to joke around a lot. I like to just kind of be goofy and funny with the team. So that's probably my biggest technique, is just making my team laugh and realizing that not everything is as serious as what it seems to be. It doesn't have to be so serious. So other things, once in a while, if we go out to a lunch and just hanging out, not thinking about work sometimes is really nice too. So that's probably the biggest things that I do. I'm not a big gift giver. I don't give a lot of gifts. It's more of, hey, let's hang out, let's relax, let's joke around about something, take our mind off work or the stress or the problems that we have, and just kind of chill for a little bit. Cool.
What are some good strategies for saving money?
Some good strategies for saving money is, probably the best one is don't spend money. That's probably the best way to save money. No, I know that a lot of people will take a percentage and guarantee, excuse me, I've been sick, this cough, I still can't get over this cough. Saving money, a lot of people will take a percentage out of their paycheck and force that savings. I like that a lot. I think that if you don't even think about it and know about it, and it just comes out automatically and it goes into savings, that's really good. I think it's really good also have a bank account that is not easy accessible. So if it's a bank account that you don't have access online, you have to physically drive there, and maybe the drive's 20 to 30 minutes just to get some money out of the bank. That's a really good way to save money. But I'm also not a big fan of saving a lot of money. If you got a good amount of money sitting in savings, it's not doing anything for you. It's just sitting there. Now, I do believe that you need a certain amount of savings for like an emergency fund, or something happens, or you need liquid to take advantage of opportunities. But if you're only saving money and you're not using your money to make more money, then you're not going anywhere. You're not progressing financially in life. So those are a couple pointers I would do. And then it's how you look at money. It's, making money, I hate to say it, and this doesn't sound weird, but it's a game. It's how you're playing the game. So if my game is, I'm going to take every extra dime that I have, and I'm going to put it in this account or in this pot or pillow or in my bed or wherever you're putting your savings, and it just sits there, well, I'm not playing the game very well. That I need to use that money to make more money. If that's the game I'm playing, where I want to double up my income, double up my savings, if it sits there, it does nothing for you. So I don't know, Alex, you like to save money too, man. Like, you're good at it. What do you do to save money?
I do a percentage.
Do you automatically, personally, you take it out of your check and put it into the? Yeah. You can have it auto pulled too.
Yeah, I think that'd probably be better.
Right?
Yeah, auto pulled.
Because
sometimes when if I have low money in my checking or whatever, and I need to pay a bill, it's the only place I can take it from is my savings.
That's right. And you make those excuses not to save the money. Oh, I got a bill, or I'm low on money, I won't save as much money this month. But if the savings came first and you had to figure out everything else around it, I guarantee you save more money that way, right?
Yeah.
Automatically, you can't control it. It takes that $400 or whatever it is a month out, and now you better figure the rest out from that, right? So
sometimes I do like mental tricks that I know equal out the same thing at the end, but it just feels better instead of like a huge chunk of money being taken out or hits your account or whatever, splitting it up between 2 pay periods or something.
Oh yeah, I'm all about that mental manipulation of yourself. I manipulate myself all the time mentally to try to accomplish or do, or even waking up out of bed, or like I'm sick and I don't have any low energy. I mentally manipulate. What's one thing you do to manipulate yourself to save money?
A super simple one is cutting like a bill in half and taking part of it out of the first paycheck, the next out of the second paycheck, and then.
So you can pull. It feels better to save that money knowing that you're only paying half that bill.
Yeah, instead of pulling the full amount.
Where the numbers are exactly the same, it just feels better, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Cool. Any other questions? Pre-questions? I got a couple questions here.
Nope.
Yeah, let's look at some on Facebook. Joshua Robinson.
What's up, Josh? How are you, buddy? It's been a long time.
As you grow your businesses, how do you gather feedback or review performance from employees? Quarterly performance reviews, one-on-ones, etc., etc.
Yeah, I mean, as I grow my business, how do I gather feedback from employees? All of it, both. I love the one-on-ones because I think information comes out one-on-ones that wouldn't be shared in a group. So the one-on-ones are real important for me, and how that one-on-one looks is I address again, are they happy? Are they enjoying their job? And are they on the path that they want to be on to accomplish what they want to accomplish in life, or for sure in this career? So addressing those main points right there, it's it's different than sitting down and just complaining about a coworker or whatever. Like, all right, are you overall happy? Are you overall liking what you're doing? And are you on the path that you want to be on? So one-on-ones are super important. We do team meetings every week, and that's just a quick way to check in. But I like quarterly meetings too. Really, as much as you can meet with your employees, the better it's going to be. The more you can communicate, the more you can ask them, how are things going? Give me feedback as a leader, as a boss, as an owner, things that I can do different, change. Or maybe it's a misperception that you have as an employee about the company, about my leadership, which just needs to be cleared up. It just needs to be talked about, and then they understand better. Oh, that's why you did this. I thought it was because you're being a dick or something like that, but it was, oh, that's why that you had to do stuff like that. So, yeah, man, meet with your employees often, as often as you can. And if you're working for a corporation, still do one-on-ones with your team, but then have a big group meeting, at the same time. So. And I think we had one on Instagram too, Reese. Do you guys find Instagram?
Wasn't on
What's up,
Instagram.
lives Insta?
I was just wondering Facebook, so I don't know if you could see it. Because I just jumped on Instagram and I don't see one now.
Sorry, bear with me. Here's the question. He said, "Hey, dude, I love the date night with your wife. You guys spending $20 at Goodwill, then went out. Super cool." Not really a question, but talking about relationships and entrepreneurship, someone once told me that continuing to date your wife is super important, right? So, and if you own your own business or trying to own your own business or trying to do a startup, here's the biggest secret about being married or in a relationship and doing that at the same time is happy wife, happy life. If your home life is really good, you'll have the energy and the capability to perform really well at your job, your career, your new business, whatever it is. So first priority, take care of your wife. The reason why I'm saying that is that comment right there was about my wife and I are competitive, so we do date nights. And we have a competition to see who can take who on the best date. My last date was I took her to Goodwill. We spent $20 on an outfit for each other. I bought her an outfit. She bought me an outfit, and then we went out to dinner, and we had to wear that outfit out to dinner. So super fun date night. She had a blast. We put the polls up for each date online. She ended up winning, so now I've got to take her on 2 dates in a row, and she gets out of it for a couple months. But try that out. If you want to continue dating your significant other, try that out. I think that works really well, and it's a lot of fun doing that too. So, any other questions? I don't think so.
I've got nothing coming through on Instagram or Facebook.
All right, guys. You guys live. Appreciate you tuning in. If you have questions in the future, you can DM me right now, or Send me something, whether it be a direct message this post right here, and I'll answer them the next week. And if you want to catch this on a playback, you didn't catch it all live, catch it on my YouTube channel, Kurt Belding. Please subscribe so you can see all these new videos. I have a vlog now too, that I'm starting to vlog my daily activities, so you can see what I do on a regular basis. So, Joshua Robinson, congrats on the vlog, and thanks, bro. I appreciate it, dude. I'm glad that you liked the vlog, and hopefully everyone can take some value from that vlog, not just me running around like an idiot. So, all right, guys, that's the Ask the BCE Show, episode 37. I'm your host, Kurt Belding. Thanks for watching.